Yo, I am the Sandman, and you're listening to Jobber Radio Podcast. Solutions for life, motherfuckers.
It's Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. Oh, wrestling podcast featuring Matt Zion, Bomber Rap, Scott and Lee, and the one and only Peanut. It's Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. Bitches.
Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre.
I mean, that's the reason I'm not watching right now.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
What's happening? Oh, Baron Corbin is still in the main event picture? Never mind, and I pull back out.
I'm excited to watch The Undertaker because I'm familiar
God
with
damn
his
it, Peanut.
moveset.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Jobber Radio. We are coming up on an Extreme pay-per-view. We got Fight for the Fallen. We got an Evolve show. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world of wrestling coming up just this weekend. So quite a bit to talk about. I am Jake, a.k.a. Bomber, and we got a couple people here today. Of course, one of them is, without a doubt, one half of the Outsiders. Lee. Lee, how are you doing? You doing all right?
Pretty good. Can't say is the same for one Darby Allin, who I'm going to be challenging. I'm going to be challenging to a fight at a Green Day concert.
At a Green Day concert. All right. Well, Lee is here, and Scott, his little partner. Well, you know, I guess depends how you look
was
at
that? Dude.
What happened?
Little partner.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, his equal size partner.
I think he's physically bigger than me.
His equal partner. How are you doing, Scott? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
What are you hyped for this weekend of wrestling coming up?
Honestly, yeah.
Oh.
It's even on the website. I'm always optimistic. It's like, yeah, let's wrestle. Let's watch some stuff. Yeah, it's good. And you know, I'm not just always negative, looking for the bad things. So that it's probably going to be this, or they're going to blow it up and screw it up with that. Why would you go into something thinking, oh, it's going to be shit? Why?
Well, that's completely the norm now. So I mean,
I know it pisses me off.
Yeah, I hear you. And we also have Peanut. Peanut's here. Peanut, are you hyped for this weekend of wrestling coming up?
Of course, because I'm back on the podcast for 2 straight episodes, setting a personal record.
I think
so. The question should be, Peanut, did you know that there's wrestling this weekend?
You could have been at the Philly show. Extreme Rules.
I could have been Extreme Rules. I was going to go, and then I forgot about it.
Well,
so
let's be honest. Is it too late?
I mean, I'm sure the show sold out in a couple minutes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You could go if you wanted to.
I could probably just show up and I get a ticket.
Yes.
Okay.
Just show up.
You probably could just sneak in and hide under one of the tarps they have.
But the thing is, I'm so far away from wrestling right now that I'm starting to call it WWF when I talk to people about it.
Really?
I remember the WWF with Stone Cold and The Rock. It used to be better back in that day.
There you go. People will agree with you on that. I think wherever you are in that, I think maybe if you could find Rab and Matt Zion and let them know that we still do the show, that would be fantastic. This is back-to-back shows in a row that you were here, and back-to-back shows in a row that Rab said he was going to be here, and no showed. He ghosted us. That's what he ghosted us.
That's the term I taught last week.
Yes, that's what you told me.
Ago.
Yeah,
so that is good memory.
Yeah, I'm learning.
He's shifty, that Rab.
Yeah, but
no, to be honest, I forgot.
We're still waiting.
And
when he shows
Bomber
up,
was like, "I'm in the chat," and I was like, "Oh crap, it's Thursday."
I had a feeling that was going to be the case. I was playing a game of League of Legends, and I played up all the way up until 9. I was all right. I got to hop off, and we got to do some podcast stuff. So, but anyway, yes, we are here, and we got a lot to talk about. So first of all, Lee, you wanted to bring some stuff that we talked about on the last podcast about Sami Callihan getting let go or, fired, the loser leaves MLW match that he had with Mance Warner. So what kind of new details? What do you got going on here?
Well, if anyone's listened to the latest Jim Cornette experience, like we were speculating on whether it was a work or not, because when we were talking about the match, it didn't look like they did the amount of damage that was that MLW said was done to the arena and all the money that was going to cost them. Apparently, there's a good reason for that. They didn't show those portions of the match, so what we saw was not the entire match. Apparently, Jim Cornette said on the show today that, Sami Callihan went into a business for himself, damaged a whole bunch of shit, including denting in a new garage door and smashing up several benches, and we just didn't see it because they didn't have the cameras for the coverage of those areas. So he basically got himself fired, booked his own fucking angle, and got himself fired in the process.
Wow. Yeah, if they did edit that out, that was a pretty smooth editing job. Yeah, I didn't notice that at all, any cuts or anything.
It didn't seem like they edited it, that they just didn't have...
Oh, they just didn't have the angle or whatever.
So it was probably a clean, you know what I mean?
Oh,
But
man.
that still means they had to cut out sections of the match and then come back to later sections
Yeah, I guess
because they
so.
didn't have footage of where they went. If it was,
Yeah.
I still like my conspiracy brain is thinking shenanigans with that because that's still the kind of work shoot stuff you'd say. Where's the footage? Oh, we don't have any.
Yeah, but
It's Cornette.
but apparently though, from what he said, Court Bauer actually thought that Cornette was legit pissed off when Callihan spit on him. But Cornette was talking on a show today. He was saying, no, he figured, he was just working with Callihan. Apparently,
Well, there you go, yeah.
apparently he was the only guy who thought they were working. Apparently, Bauer had a bunch of the guys in the back ready to pull Cornette off of Sami Callihan if it got into an
The
altercation.
thing about Cornette,
so.
though, Cornette gets pissed off if you ride the same elevator as him.
I guess, yeah. I don't. That sounds awesome.
Cornette's the kind of guy that will get upset that you didn't work the angle and sell the thing properly. But if you sell the thing that he doesn't agree with, how dare you? It's an insult to the business. It's like
He's
fuck.
gonna be like level 11 no matter what. He cranks
Yeah.
the amp up
Yeah.
to 11 for
That's-
your those Spinal Tap fans out there.
And
Like
that's why I love
it's
him.
at the point when I don't know what to believe. And hey, congratulations, MLW. If that's what you intended, you got it.
That's true.
If that's what you've lucked into, capitalize on it. Either way, work with it. The idea that they have footage they didn't use that literally has cost them thousands of dollars is crazy to me that they wouldn't still use it unless it's some kind of litigation where they're not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So why would that get revealed on a podcast when they can't? If they can't, like, you know what I mean? It just
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
it smells carny, and I kind of like it.
And you know what?
But-
I like it too. And you see who's in the middle of it as well. It's always Sami Callihan. Like he's in the middle of these. Like you don't know what's real, you don't know what's fake, and him keeping the kayfabe. Either way, it could be real, but you know what
What
I'm
do
saying.
you think about it, Bomber? You're
About
a long-time Callahan fan, so what do you think about that?
Well, either way, if they cut the stuff
Like
out, I think they did a good job editing, or if they just didn't catch it or whatnot. Either way, I hope that it's real. I really hope that he did. That sounds bad. That sounds bad, doesn't it?
Wait, do you
Well,
hope that
explain
it's
why. Explain why.
real?
It just makes it
I'm
more
trying to follow here.
Oh,
real
sorry.
as in like not worked, or like it's a real work.
real, as in he was a dickhead and fucked
Okay,
it up.
went into
But
business for himself.
Why?
Yes.
Okay, so why do you want that?
now, I want that for bias and just selfish reasons, because it makes him more of a dick and more of a heel person. Even if it is in real life, that sounds bad. And now that I say it out loud, it sounds pretty bad. But I think it just makes it more interesting. It makes him more appealing. That he is more of a loose cannon. And I know what you're saying.
To a fan, but to a booker, you're not going to book him when he could literally cost you this.
Well, that's true. But luckily
the
for
worst
me,
part-
I'm not a
yeah.
booker.
Yeah,
Well,
but if you make yourself unsellable, then you're going to be like you're going to get blacklisted, and
I see what you're saying.
you're not going to be a draw if you're literally not drawing, and it costs you more. Like, how is it a draw where that paid house was negated by the damage he did? He's not a draw anymore. It's the
Yeah.
reverse. He's costing them.
I
get what you're saying, and it makes it those who do take the chance and
Mm-hmm.
make the money there. Okay, sure. But there's a fine line about doing that for yourself. It's like that one guy who damaged the guy's briefcase. Oh, this is a thing you brought to the ring. It's no, there's certain things.
Yeah.
That just
Now-
that's
Now,
that's,
see,
I don't get that.
I think that I guess it really depends. It could help him. It definitely helps him among fans, I think, as far as it makes him really. It really does make him look like a loose cannon character, and people that are willing to, take the risk on him, companies that are willing to take the risk on him, it makes him more of a, oh man, like of a draw where I want to go see like what is he gonna fuck up next, or what is he gonna do at this show, or what is he gonna do there. Yes, it definitely does suck for MLW if all this was real and he really cost him all these thousands of dollars and everything. That definitely does suck for those guys, and that's unfortunate.
Well, yeah,
because
he was a producer in the actual federation. Like, he was doing agent work or whatever the fuck he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So he was kind of he's more than just a contracted wrestler under their banner. He's kind of part of the face of their company at the time when he was working for them. So to walk into a building and have one of your so-called trusted higher ups just go into business for himself and destroy a bunch of property, that just makes your whole federation look like fucking Outlaw Mud Show garbage. And why would you want to take a chance on them again?
Knowing that almost pushes me into thinking that it was 100% real, because maybe he thought he was above, I'm a producer or whatever. I can go into business.
Oh, yeah,
myself,
I can see that.
There won't be any consequences until whatever the venue got was like, hey, that sucks. You want to pay this money.
From what Cornette was saying, and I'd urge people to actually listen to this latest episode of the Jim Cornette Experience, because it's actually really good.
I will.
It's one of his better episodes, but fucking from the sounds of it, it just makes Callahan actually just sound like a bitter asshole, because apparently from what the way Jim tells it, no one seemed to know, but apparently Callahan really was for some reason upset about Jim Cornette's comments about Sonny Kiss. So there was legit heat there, even though he didn't make it known to Jim in the back, apparently.
Oh, well, yeah, a lot of people have been mad at Cornette for that. Yeah, a lot of including I've seen Callahan had made comments too on Twitter about that whole situation as well.
Mm-hmm. But it just makes Callahan look like a dummy.
Yeah, it definitely as a super unprofessional if all this is real. But also I'm kind of with Scott. I'm more conditioned to be it's a work. I'm just more conditioned that way. And by hearing this story, it definitely sounds more like, well, why would he? He's mad at Cornette for Sonny Kiss comments, so why would he go fuck up stuff or cause damage and stuff like that? Or maybe it was an accident. Maybe he did these things and didn't know it was going to cause $1,000 damage. Is also maybe a possibility. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning. It
was a hardcore match, so
Okay, so forgive me, I didn't see the match, but the way it was filmed, they were out in the crowd brawling and stuff.
Yes,
all around the so was it chaotic?
It was, because they didn't have any cameras over in the area where they went. They went to the crowd, and then they went behind the crowd to the merch area and the concession stand and stuff like that. And there weren't any cameras close by at the time. All their cameras were closer to the ring.
So my conspiracy thought still goes towards, how did they not, get a camera over there? Also, did no fans have any cameras? Where's the footage? Where's the pictures of that?
I don't know.
That should start to flood out if they said, "Oh, there's no footage," and all the fans are like, "Yeah, no, that never happened." The fans there will verify if that happened or not.
Yeah, I think
let's be honest, that's going to start to come out shortly.
Yeah, well, we won't know, I don't think, until if Sammy's really done and Sammy never shows back up, then we know most likely something went down. It was real. But if Sammy obviously comes back,
even if it was real, he still could show back up.
Well, I guess that's true too.
It's never say never with
if they really want. If it draws a controversy, people are going to want to see him show back up. The fans, that is, will want to see him show back up if there's a ruckus and there's some drama involved. So, yeah,
he'll be fine. He just main evented goddamn Slammiversary. It's okay.
That is
true.
But
that was probably teased in 2013. It's TNA.
God damn it!
No.
It's not TNA, Peanut. God damn it! I know you don't know.
He can go ruin TNA as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God, you guys! Yes, it is Impact Wrestling. It hasn't been TNA in 2 years, I think, maybe.
NWA, right?
About
Is
2
that what they
years.
go by?
NWA, get the fuck out
No,
of
that's
here.
been about 12 years.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. No, they were GCW. No, sorry, that's a different company. Completely
No,
different.
it's
Global Force.
GFW.
GFW. Yes.
That's
Global Force for like
that's
4 months.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the fake federation that Jeff Jarrett made, so he could
Oh, to
sell some
sell gold.
to
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Yes, but yes, Slammiversary was this past weekend. Just to brush on a little bit because I know Peanut didn't watch it. Lee, did you see anything from it at all?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
There's a lot of good. Bomber and I watched. There's a lot of good on that.
Yeah.
People can shit on all they want. There was actually a lot of good.
Yeah.
Even the worst match was still good. Like it wasn't bad at all. It was
Yeah.
just like, oh, that's the bottom match.
Did Michael Elgin win?
he did not. But man, that to
Barely.
me, that was
Oh.
my match of the night. That was my favorite match. Him and
Yeah,
Brian
close.
Cage. So good, dude. Those Brian Cage is. He's gold. If he had any bit of charisma or any personality that he could bring out, dude, he would be top tier. I'm talking top wrestler, like out there
See,
right now.
Okay, so what are you looking for personality from the guy who's literally doing all this crazy shit personality wise? What are you looking for?
Like, what do you mean? Like
Cage has personality. Why do you say he has none?
I can't ever buy into. It doesn't seem to have any kind of.
It doesn't come off as real.
It's hard.
I agree with you a bit because it comes off really forced.
I
and
like
weird
his
and awkward.
His nickname and stuff is perfect. The way it describes him, he's like the Machine, the Terminator, or whatever. Like the Terminator, no facial expressions. He's just a machine. He goes out there and wrestles. To me, he looks like $1 million.
No, he's like roaring at the crowd and going rah, and he's like engaging the crowd, and they're into it. That is personality.
I mean, that is some, I guess.
What are
Yes,
you
it's
looking
better
for?
than not looking. I want somebody that I can get invested in. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but
what could he do to do that? Because I know what you like, and I'm kind of surprised. Like I know we. Just
I don't
hijacked
have
it,
any.
but I don't understand.
I don't see any personality with him. That's it. I don't. He's a good guy, but I don't root for him. I watch his matches. He's a good
Okay.
wrestler. I
got
don't.
you.
There's no. He doesn't give me a reason to root for him or boo him. Basically, if that
Gotcha.
makes any
He's
sense.
he's just doing the stuff he does.
Yeah, he's just a good in-ring
There's-
wrestler, which
I got you.
He's,
Okay.
he's very, very good. I would say.
It was a fun match. It was 15 minutes of crazy big guys doing like some flippy shit, which doesn't make sense when it's Cage and Elgin.
Yeah, there was
That
one
was nuts.
pet peeve I had at the very end. The Don. Wait, what's his last name?
Callis?
Yeah, Don Callis. Yeah, on commentary right at the very end. It ended with a roll up. Spoiler for those of you who haven't seen it. Sorry about that. But all this stuff went on and ended with a roll up, and he yelled right at the end, "After all of this, it ends with a wrestling move. A wrestling move ended." I'm like, what the fuck were we just watching the entire time? They weren't. It wasn't a brawl. It was power. It was like wrestling the
Really?
entire time. Yes.
No, he means like like a catch wrestling move, like a lockup.
I
type
guess, but
thing.
just yelling
Like-
wrestling move
But
kind of.
I wouldn't say like a clothesline is a wrestling move, but that's not what he means when he means a wrestling move. He means like a roll up or like that's how Becky beat Ronda. It was like a roll up crucifix type
Sure.
thing. That's what they mean by a wrestling move.
Okay, well,
So
I
he
guess
means,
I
like,
never heard
that.
A grappling move would have been a better word, but they're interchangeable with that word.
It sounds to me like basically what he was trying to convey. I'll actually have to watch this match because it
It's
sounds
good.
like it was good. But it sounds like what he was trying to convey is that this was this like big 15-minute match with all these amazing power moves, and then it was a simple, basic move that ended it.
Yes,
Exactly,
yes,
100%. That's what I got out of it. I don't know
yeah.
why you're confused by that.
Well, it came off with it just sounded dumb and it just sounded weird. That's all. Because
No,
I was like,
it's-
they were wrestling the entire time. That's all.
No,
that's
I
what.
see Bomber's
weren't
point.
chain
Bomber's
wrestling.
point, like
I
they
get
throw
you.
a touchdown, and they're like, the game ended with a football play. What a
Exactly.
shocker.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
something
no,
like that.
he could have had like a catch wrestling move or like a
Yeah, like it-
a grappling move is what it is. That's
I can't believe that
he
guy
out wrestled him. He didn't beat him up. He out wrestled him. It's just,
Yeah. Oh, but either way,
So based on that thumbs down show, right, Bomber?
no, Matt. Like I said, that was nitpicky. That was just me being, nitpicky about it. But no, that match was my favorite of the show. There were several ones. Sami Callihan's match was very good. A lot of people were saying it was match of the show. I wouldn't quite give it that, but him and Tessa Blanchard did a fantastic job. They told a very good story, and
hell of a lot of fun.
yeah, overall. Last year, I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago. What was the good Slammiversary where it was like show of the year? Was that last
Oh,
year?
it was last year with Pentagon and
And Sami?
Callahan.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that was last year. Yeah.
This show didn't quite live up to that one, but it was still a very good show, I think. And for those of you who haven't seen it, if you want to go check out some of the stuff, at least watch some of the matches. Even Rich Swann versus Johnny Impact was good. The four-way women's match was really good.
It was very good. Impact and Swan. That was a crazy good match.
Yep.
That was really good. The women's four-way. Holy fuck, Monsters Ball. Oh my god.
I don't know if I tweeted out or I said it in Discord, but I said something that was a little controversial. Out of the 3 shows that just recently took place, there was the Fighter Fest, there was Stomping Grounds, and there was Slammiversary. I ranked them as number 1, my favorite of the 3, was Stomping Grounds, which obviously didn't get a good reaction. Number 2 was Slammiversary, number 3 was Fighter Fest. And I think they were all very, very close, but of course, when you rank them in that order, you're going to get a little bit I think any order you probably rank them in, you're going to get shit. But I got a little bit extra shit because I unfortunately put AEW at the bottom of that list.
Yeah, AEW has to be first in this climate. So
yeah. But that, I mean, honestly, when we haven't talked about Fighter Fest yet, but that was a solid show too. But it was only like a 3-match show. The rest of it, like, I didn't care for, like, I wouldn't say at all, but it just didn't really do anything for me. But like Slammiversary and Stomping Grounds had several, like 4 or 5 really, really strong matches. So that's why I rated them a little bit better. Scott, have you seen all 3? How would you rank those shows?
Fighter Fest, what I'll say about that is something on Twitter that Lee and I have been commenting on. In that he said this about the G1, I remember last year it happened, where they always try to outdo themselves and they eventually hit kind of a plateau where even though they're all awesome and amazing, they're all kind of the same and nothing stands out. So it's like, oh my god, all this amazing steak. You're eventually going to get tired of steak no matter how amazing it is. And that's kind of what I'm worried about with AEW. I want to see if they can do this and mix things up enough. And so far, Fighter Fest was like, that was another really good show. I don't want to see this every week, though.
Yeah, it was very good.
This isn't going to work. And yet there's still things like the damn librarians and stuff. It's like they're doing everything that you hate about WWE, they're doing, and you're loving it over here. I don't understand it. But
that's true. It's super corny. Happen. Yeah, super corny stuff. Yeah.
But with Stomping Grounds, that's a classic case of, man, there's an event because it's June. Turned out to be actually a really goddamn good show. And Slammiversary, I was like, every single match I went, this is interesting. Even Moose and Van Dam, I could care less about. But I'm like, okay, what are they going to do? Yeah. The whole thing was good. I didn't dislike a single match on Slammiversary. That's...
Would you have rated that the number 1 of the 3 then?
Probably, yeah. Okay. I probably would. It'd be probably Slammiversary, Stomping Grounds, and Fighter Fest. Okay. And again, Fighter Fest, right now, it's almost unfair to have them in the same conversation. And I know some are going to go, no, it's better by default. No, they're literally on 2 shows, 3 if you count All In, but they're on their second or third show with no real continuity or anything going on, and they're just putting out matches to try to like get that foundation going towards titles and things. So versus companies that have been around for Slammiversary literally the 17th anniversary and a 50-year-old company. So there's room to grow, and they're seeding stuff and they're doing all right with it. But I mean, the next feud for like the Bucks is Cody and Dustin, and apparently they hate each other and want this competitive match. I'm like, yeah, but they introduced and had endings for both of their shows so far where they're best buddies, but they're gonna be against each other. What the fuck? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
It's a big ask, and I know there's a lot that they're trying to get across, but I don't have the faith that they're gonna always be able to pull this off, because they're just doing what they said they wouldn't. They're doing the same thing as every other company because that's how you're supposed to do it. Once they figure out how to do something different, if they can, maybe there'll be something there. But yeah, no, Slammiversary delivered on my expectations. Okay. Stomping Grounds, I didn't have many, but it delivered. And Fighter Fest was like, that's going to be a fun show, was my going in, and it was. Yeah. I'm like, hey, like every show kind of delivered expectation-wise, really. Yeah. But no, you're right. Last year's Slammiversary was better than this one, because Pentagon versus Callahan is still one of my favorite matches. And there was no Pentagon, so I was sad.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I guess let's talk a little bit about what is happening this weekend. Oh, you know what? Scott, I saw you send me the message real quick.
I did. There's
yes.
news we forgot about.
Yeah, there was one slightly big news story, I guess, that we want to bring up before we get into the pay-per-view this weekend. Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff apparently are now, heading up Raw and SmackDown. We got Paul Heyman apparently leading up Raw and Eric Bischoff running SmackDown. So
this isn't storyline.
We didn't talk about this yet?
No, we did. Well, we've been 3 weeks off because the last.
Is that why that happened? I thought that happened a lot longer.
No, that happened like last week or something, or 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
No, it's only been a week.
Yeah,
or 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been recent. So I guess let's go around. Lee, what was your first reaction when you read that news, and like what are you thinking now?
I don't care. It's not going to make me watch the show, so I don't give a shit because I know they're not going to be given reign to actually do anything all that interesting. I mean, at the end, ultimately, they're still going to answer to Vince McMahon, and that's not going to change anything in the long run. So, and I watched a teeny bit of Raw with the first Raw of the Heyman booking or whatever the fuck he's doing for Raw, and it wasn't that good. It looked a little different. Like it looked like maybe they fired Kevin Dunn or something. But other than that, it was just same old bullshit as far as I'm concerned. I heard everybody saying, "Oh, what a great Raw! They're back on track again." And then this past week, everyone was like, back to the same old bullshit again."
I heard that too. That very first week, it was funny. They everybody was talking about how great that Raw was, and realistically, that was like right after Heyman and Bischoff were announced. I don't think there was. I mean, I may be wrong, but I wouldn't think that there's any way that he would have came in and done all that stuff. I had a feeling that had to be already done before he got there.
I just read that it's, I think, this coming week.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
I've seen news reports all over claiming that Heyman has started to do stuff and whatever on that first Raw that people said was good. I literally read the kind of the definitive one saying, yeah, this was all, like, Heyman had nothing to do with this. People were just liking it and claiming that he did it. It's the usual, it was a hot Raw that they get now and then. It wasn't Heyman. But I was going to say that in our Discord too. I'm like, I'm ready for people to love Raw because Heyman's like not doing it, but his name's there, and everybody loved it.
Until they don't like it, and it's because Vince has the final say.
And that's
there you go.
Literally what happened in our Discord. Man, this is great. Heyman must have done that. Oh, this is bad. Stupid Vince. Like, no, oh god, damn it.
So what? Who do you guys think will? Well, I guess we'll go to Peanut first. We'll finish what we're doing here. Peanut, what was your first initial thoughts when you heard that they were coming?
I thought it would clean it up. Like right now, everything seems to be blurring together. I don't know who's on what brand. I don't know.
Oh God, yeah.
Stuff is hard to follow, and that's why I actually stopped following for a bit because it's messy. So I think my first reaction was, oh, it'll be cleaned up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to necessarily save it because Vince does have the final say at the end of the day. So
yeah, I mean,
if he doesn't like it, he's never going to like it. So, and if he doesn't like it, he's just going to be like, oh, well, these guys can't run it, so I'm going to put my thumb on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like more of the same. Like we've heard this station before kind of thing.
All right. Scott, what was your first reaction?
I was interested, curious to see what level of it's going to be. You guys are right. Vince will always have his thumb over whatever there is. I did digging into it to find out just what this is. It's like a program director, executive director kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Allegedly, Fox wanted Heyman, not Bischoff, but that's from one news site. Let's go mud sheets here. Mm-hmm. Apparently Triple H was offered SmackDown but turned it down. Others say that he wasn't offered it or turned it down to protect him because he doesn't want the failure of SmackDown to be on him on Fox, so that when he takes over WWE it looks better.
So Eric Bischoff's going to be the fall guy is what you're saying. Yeah,
but it's also a way to lock those two up to keep them from going elsewhere. If that ever is a thing, you can throw any conspiracy theory.
I've heard that. I've definitely heard that.
Yeah.
I don't think that because Bischoff went to TNA and that.
Yeah. That's part of it too. Why the hell would they lock up him when he failed so spectacularly over at TNA?
Yeah.
Who cares if they?
I think because they know they can control. When they TNA gave him full control, and it was just like he didn't have any passion.
And
Tony Khan's like, Hulk Hogan's coming to AEW, brother, with Eric Bischoff, and we're gonna run stuff. We're gonna be the competing brand. You're gonna fucking die.
God.
no, it's
sorry.
honestly, I just want to finish by saying it seems like a step backwards. Literally, like people have been posting
I can see that.
the images of them like the
the
2004 or 5 like Survivor Series, whatever, when they had the 3 of them in the ring. Like we're over 10 years removed from that, and these guys are going to be in charge again. And someone joked about how the Invasions, they won. They won after all, right?
Yeah. I mean, Heyman, if you take the idea that okay, legit, they're going to let them have free reign and run shit and come up with ideas and stuff. Heyman's not a bad choice, because Heyman still is in the business. He still follows the business. He's still active, and he still has a great mind for it. He knows the current product well enough. Bischoff, what the fuck has he done in the last fucking 10 years?
Just his
he doesn't
podcast.
His stupid podcast. He doesn't, where he just makes up shit and lies. Like he hasn't have his pulse on the business anymore. You look at his fucking Twitter fucking thread, his timeline. He's a clueless old asshole who gets in fights with little kids on Twitter. Like it's dumb. So yeah, it sounds like they're just setting up Bischoff as like a good fall guy in case everything fucking flatlines when it gets to Fox.
And it really matters if they're going to let Heyman do his thing, because they didn't before, and they bailed on it, and that's where things went awry, and he never came back until the whole Lesnar stuff. So, like, are they going to let him actually do it? I mean, he signed on to do it, so he must believe him this time. But
yeah, it'll be hard to believe. Even if they do let him do it, it won't last very long. It's just, it never does. No matter what they try, they brought the family out, the McMahon family and everybody, and they're like, oh, we're going to let you guys run the show and stuff. Like, that worked for like 2 weeks, and then after that, it was the same. It went back to the same stuff. So I think this is going to kind of be the same deal. I mean, obviously, I want to hope for the best. I hope these guys somehow contribute something that maybe people were overlooking and, like, bring something out. Heyman's always been good about seeing, like, younger talent that have, like, a lot of potential, but whether or not, you've always heard the stories when you listen to the podcast, you listen to everybody. Whoever Paul Heyman like backs apparently like is doomed. Like they say, whoever he gets behind, like their career just gets like screwed over for the most part because he backs them so hard. So I mean, I guess Punk would be the exception for that, but
Lesnar.
Well, Lesnar was kind of. I guess I don't know if Lesnar was already there for. I don't know how the Lesnar situation, but I guess Lesnar.
Yeah,
was,
that seems like more of a mix of kayfabe and.
Yeah, either way, I don't know. I just heard that he can hurt guys just as easy as he can help guys.
I believe that
on a lot of shows, just because he's so in your face and so like, oh, you gotta shove him up there. You gotta push this guy and stuff like that.
Well, that's people are claiming, oh, he wants the younger talent. That's why Ricochet is getting pushed. It's Heyman. No, it's because AJ Styles came back, and that's the feud.
I was about to say, yeah, Ricochet has been
like,
getting pushed for a while.
Like, yeah, exactly. So it's like, Heyman's gonna get blessed for everything good. Vince will get blamed for everything bad, and who the hell knows about SmackDown with Bischoff?
Yeah,
same thing. It'll be the same thing.
Yeah, it'll be the same thing. With Bischoff, I actually am more of a fan of Bischoff because I was a pretty big WCW fan in the past, and I actually do like his podcast. Not everybody does, but I listen to his podcast all the time. I'm going through it right now, listening to every single episode, and I just started 2019, so I'm slowly catching up. But anyway, He watches the current product, but again, I don't know how in tune he would be to jump back in the saddle again. So it'll be interesting to see what he does.
What great ideas did he have back when he was running WCW?
Well, I mean, early on,
like,
NWO.
The idea person, right?
He stole that idea though. Like he didn't come up with anything original.
Well,
there.
It was I see what you're saying, but it was more of the like he was the one that really brought more of the realism to wrestling at that time, and that he started the more realism era, you know what I mean, where the storylines weren't over the top and goofy and stuff.
I do. He blended the lines and stuff like that. Like it's I get that. He might not have created the whole gang invasion style, but he brought it over and made it
he did
work.
a good job with it. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's I get what you're saying. You liked what he did with that product because you liked that product, and he did it. Yeah, 100%. Like,
But
and it worked.
I don't think anything's going to change creative besides it's going to be, like now it's everyone just running around with their heads cut off because no one knows, where's Vince? How do we contact him? And now it's just kind of like a bridge. Like that's what I see. I don't see them heading creative and all the ideas is leaning on them. I think it's just like it's giving them a point person. So it's kind of like keeping it organized. I don't think they're the head of. I mean, I don't know. I forget what their title is.
No, they're basically the showrunners,
executive director. I think.
It's not head of creative. It's not like that. I think it'll be different. I think it's just like I said. It'll just keep it organized.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously hope for the best. So, I mean,
it is also something hands off as Vince moves towards XFL stuff.
Now that's
like how SmackDown always gets better when Vince walks away from it. When he gets bored of it, like that's when SmackDown always gets better.
Yeah.
So that's where I see this kind of benefiting the whole product.
Yeah, Vince is fucking crazy. He's gonna try to do both of those.
Well, no. Once he hears about they're pushing what, he'll come back and
that always happen.
Brock Lesnar's the champion of both shows now. What's happening? Yeah, it'll be hilarious.
No, he'd like that.
You're right. He would like that. Never mind. He's like, oh, they're doing great.
If it was something like Fandango came back and he's challenging, I could beat him up. No, he shouldn't be there. It would just be something like that. Even though Fandango would probably be crazy over with the IC title, it'd be something like that would happen, and it would just upend everything, go back to status quo, and it's easy to say because we've seen it before. And that's where the negativity does come in.
When the XFL fails,
I will
WWE with a vengeance.
I will say this for my last thoughts on this whole thing. When you have Eric Bischoff and you have Paul Heyman, these two guys, I may be wrong in other people's opinions, but I still think these guys are two of the best on the mic guys that they could have running shows. If they bring them out there and they are. Of course, we don't want to see every single week authority figure stuff, but if they are out there,
they're not on camera.
Well, Heyman has been.
No, these roles are not on camera roles.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Heyman hasn't he just been?
It could always.
He's on camera as Lesnar's guy.
Okay. Well, I mean,
and they do cover that, but Bischoff. I mean, of course they're going to end up on TV. They always do.
Yeah.
But these are literally off-camera show running roles.
Okay. Well, if they stick like that, I mean, that's fine too. But also,
because they're legit roles. They're not just TV GMs.
Yeah,
that's they might work that in somehow. Like,
of course they will.
I think Eric would definitely do that. Yeah, because he's definitely got a big ego. But I do agree that he is, or I should say, I do think that he is one of the better on mic personalities, authority figures that there have ever been.
Yeah.
Both. Absolutely.
Yeah, both of them. So. Anyway, let's talk about what is happening that we know for sure is happening at Extreme Rules this weekend, real quick. The Undertaker is I guess Undertaker's
fucking.
Undertaker's there. He's gonna be fucking Shane and Drew McIntyre, no doubt. Undertaker, Roman Reigns.
Undertaker actually gonna be on the show?
Yes,
believe
it or not, he's gonna
be the Graveyard Dogs, according to that shirt.
Oh my God, the Graveyard Dogs. Is that
Graveyard Dogs?
That's a real fucking shirt.
That's a shirt they're selling for those two guys.
That's dumb.
I gotta see this shirt because they always have really bad designs. I want to see what the design looks like.
Oh, it's two dogs and they got a collar with Undertaker symbol and Roman Reigns symbol. It's terrible.
That's amazing.
Dude, that's on their collars. They're in a graveyard because they're the Graveyard Dogs.
God. Anyway, I'm shocked. I don't know about you guys. I'm shocked that Undertaker's on this show. Like, what is happening right now? What is going on?
How is he?
Let's make amends for that whole Saudi Arabia shit.
Yeah, but how has he gone recently from once a year to Mania to not being on Mania to being this weird part-time? They summon him whenever. Yeah. What is his contract? That's what I want to know.
Why would Undertaker be at Extreme Rules?
To help Roman Reigns.
Oh my God!
Because they have respect from 3 years ago.
Oh my God!
Beat him and he beat it and proved that it was his yard.
I like this whole little I like this whole unofficial faction type deal with Shane, Drew McIntyre, and the Revival in them. I do like that, but this whole bringing summoning the Undertaker and all this kind of stuff. That's where to me when they kind of lose me a little bit. It's like, guys, we don't want to see Undertaker again. For the love of God, he almost died.
I don't think he wants to do it.
I mean, I don't know that stuff. I mean, Undertaker and Roman Reigns are 100% winning this match, correct? I mean, is there
no?
No?
I don't know.
I could
Not with
easily
Shane
see
McMahon
Drew
in.
McIntyre getting the win and stealing it, and then challenging Taker 1-on-1 for SummerSlam.
That might be I could see that.
Because Undertaker was given a list, or gave a list of names he wants to work with, and Drew was on it.
Well, I mean, honestly, Drew would, I feel like, be a very good opponent for him. But
Let's be fair. Even if Taker and Reigns wins, we could still see that match at SummerSlam. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's how you get there, but I could easily see the bad guys win because they're
I'm gonna
with
keep
Shane
referring to
Hanigans.
it. I'm gonna keep referring to it as WWF.
Because you could,
Man,
yeah, you could,
Triple H, Shane McMahon, or
Yeah.
Paul Heyman.
you could. I mean, yeah, you could have Reigns and Taker win, but like you could still do the story in the match where Taker just gets his fucking ass handed to him by McIntyre throughout the entire match, and so that sets up. I'm gonna take you out, old man, or whatever, and I'll take you out at fucking WrestleMania or whatever bullshit. And
but man, that means we'd have to have Undertaker fight a fucking again at WrestleMania.
I think
SummerSlam.
this is. I think this is
Or
a
you're
good
saying SummerSlam?
segue.
Sorry. Either way, yes.
At least at WrestleMania, but yeah.
Remember when we started this podcast in 2012?
Yes.
Bomber would remember that. I believe there was a man that would always say, "When is Undertaker retiring?" Here we
That
are.
was before I was even on this show.
No, I'm just waiting for him to retire. I cannot
my-
watch one more Undertaker match.
It's
Jesus,
been almost 10 years.
And there's
what a run-in!
insert Rab. Rab, well, hello. Welcome to the show.
I'm here for the post WrestleMania recap.
Yes, that's exactly what this show
We're
is.
still waiting.
This is it. Yeah, well, Undertaker, he actually didn't make that show, but he's going to make this fucking show here. So, believe it or not. Do you happen to know anything that's happening this weekend? Do you know that there's pay-per-view this weekend, Rab?
I know that there is a pay-per-view this weekend,
Okay.
and it's not just because Peanut just told me.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Did you know that Undertaker's wrestling on it?
Yeah.
No, I am
100%.
mildly aware
Let
of
me-
most things that are happening.
Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre.
I mean, that's the reason I'm not watching right now.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Oh, anyway.
Anytime I've tried to get reinvested into this, into the current product, I go like, okay, never mind. Maybe something's good happening. What's happening? Oh, Baron Corbin is still in the main event picture. Never mind, and I pull back out.
Now, that's not fair.
I thought he
Baron
was
Corbin sucks.
That's
He's
a-
always sucked. He continues to suck. No one's interested in watching him.
I
Weren't
mean,
you,
no
wasn't
one.
that your dude at one point?
Never. I've always been anti-Corbin.
Zion liked him.
Zion liked him for like
That
one
makes
week.
a lot of sense.
He liked him for like a week.
Yeah, that was Matt's ironic. Oh, he's one of my boys.
Yeah, because he was so bad. Yeah.
Because he's so terrible. Yeah.
And then he realized, oh no, he's real bad.
Yeah. So I mean, not
outside Ricochet, AJ Styles. I'm not interested in anything that's going on.
Joe and Kofi?
I'm interested in the match. I'm not interested in the feud.
Well,
in the angle.
I can see. Well, there's hardly anything between them actually right now.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're just.
Joe wants the belt.
Yeah, they're just starting. It's an old school story, so I mean, you got that going. But you're not interested in Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley, last man standing?
I could not be less interested in Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley.
That's a 2017 storyline.
That I mean, I don't know, maybe.
I mean, the only thing that was interesting was when Braun put him through the thing, and they didn't even give us like the fist the next week or anything. So,
Yeah. Well, at least I think one of the highlights of the show personally for me is Drew Gulak is defending the Cruiserweight Championship. I was streaming live on the pre-show for the last pay-per-view. And shout out, by the way, I hope to do that again for Extreme Rules. So hop on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/JobberRadio for the pre-show. I should be streaming, watching the show live there. When he won the title, I straight up marked out. A little embarrassing, but either way, I'm cool with it. But he's now
did you cry?
I didn't cry.
You said to the gods above that you would take a loss in the JRPL with
Yeah.
the title on the line. If
And
that's what it took.
And I did.
And
but
it took it.
Yeah.
That's at what cost?
Well,
Yeah.
you've been a fan of him since his days on the CCW
yes.
independent scene.
Yes, old school days, yeah. And the funny thing is, I took Jess with me to I forgot what year it was, 2011, I think it was, to Cage of Death, one of the Cage of Death shows, which
That's
is
a romantic evening.
Hey,
Yeah, that's a date.
you're damn right.
It was their anniversary. Give them some credit.
Thank you. Yes, it was. I am very romantic. So we went to Cage of Death, which is CZW's WrestleMania, for those that don't know. And Drew Gulak was there. He wasn't the world champion at the time. He will win that later on. But after the entire show, I asked her like what she liked the best, and she didn't know anything. She didn't know any of the people, none of that. She didn't know any of the stories, nothing. And she said, "I really like that Drew guy." And she was talking about Drew Gulak after the show, which
He was the only one who didn't bleed on her.
Now that was also true, but still. She said she had fun at least. I mean, she may have lied to me. I don't know. But either way, she said she liked Drew Gulak, and she's.
I mean, do you think she loves you?
Well, hope so. Hope
Like
so.
it could have just been that.
This could be a long,
How long
con.
was the relationship at that point? Is it fresh? Because then it was
At that point, yeah.
Okay, it's a lie.
It
Very.
was the first date.
Yeah. Second, but yeah. So yeah, Drew
It
Gulak.
wasn't
Yes.
really your second date, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, we drove from Wilmington, North Carolina, up to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I mean,
That doesn't answer what date it was.
Invited me.
No, it was-
Wheeled that.
you could have. I mean, it was right when we were about to start the podcast, so or restart the podcast or whatever.
Get
were.
my invite.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Sonic invite.
Maybe next time. But anyway,
I was gonna say we could speak of other indies because there's the Evolve show.
we will get to that. But first, I was going to ask: what is everybody's most anticipated thing for Extreme Rules? I guess Scott, we'll start with you. Is it the Kofi and Samoa Joe?
There probably the fact that there's 10 matches, and I'm literally going to Wikipedia to be like, what's on the card again? And I've been following it. I don't remember what else on the card. The Bailey versus Alexa and Nikki in a handicap match. The tag title match is going to be good. Brian and
Yes.
Rowan, New Day, and Heavy Machinery, that'll be good.
Yes, it will.
Black and Cesaro should be fun. Ricochet and Styles should be fun. Revival and Usos will probably be good. Rollins and Becky against Corbin and Evans, unfortunately, has Corbin and Evans.
That's one of
Probably Kofi and Joe, because I think Joe might actually win it. People are like, no way he's going to win. Kofi's hurt, so maybe they'll pull the trigger.
Wait, what
Joe
the
wins
fuck?
the
Kofi's hurt. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got hurt last
I
Sunday.
didn't click a link. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he got hurt last Sunday.
Pulled him from events, I think.
Yeah, he came out and said, I can't wrestle tonight, I'm hurt. Can't do it. Which maybe it was to get the story over with Joe, but he didn't wrestle on a live event.
Well, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. That may affect my predictions this weekend.
Yeah, but they still might cover it up and have Kofi win in like 9 minutes anyway.
True.
Because Joe's good enough to make it work. But
Okay.
I'm hoping. I want Joe to win the world title. That'd be cool.
Okay. So
that's what I'm hoping for.
all right. Lee, is there anything jumping out to you that would interest you? Maybe not if you don't watch the whole show, but something that you would actually go back and watch?
No.
No.
I don't. I honestly don't care. There's,
Don't worry.
There's too much other good wrestling this
Okay.
weekend to watch.
Okay.
We'll tell you after what's good, and you can check out the highlights.
There you go. Peanut, what about you?
No.
No. Okay. Everybody's just going to go down the line
No,
and say
AJ
no.
Styles. I heard AJ Styles is back. So
AJ is facing Ricochet for the United States
yes.
title. Yeah.
That is what I'm looking forward to actually watching, because you don't really have to go. You don't need a story for that. Like that
Okay.
on paper, that'll be good.
There is one though. AJ's
Well, I
back
mean-
with the club, and he's a bad guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Even I know that.
Darn it! See,
I know, right? I don't like bad guy AJ.
No, I
love
like
bad guy
I like
AJ.
bad guy AJ. I just
He's good, but
this
I like him
seems
better
like-
as a face.
Beat up John
this is
Cena.
what- I want to watch that, but I don't want to watch the rest of the 2.5.
Well,
2 hours and 45
you
minutes.
can watch it afterwards then.
You know what? They should call AJ's. They shouldn't call them the club. They should call them the gay community.
Oh my god! I think that will start the pay per view, Peanut. So if you want to tune in right at 7 or
I watch
8
every
or whatever-
pay per view.
Oh, okay.
I just don't watch the in between right now.
Okay.
So,
Well, there you go. Well, it'll be on there.
I
so.
love the WWF. Stone Cold was great.
Yes, he was. So Rab, is there anything jumping out to you on this show, or did you already answer that? It was Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley, right?
Well,
Undertaker, clearly.
no, absolutely. That's what I said. No, I'm most excited for the Iconics versus the Kabuki Warriors.
That's not on the card.
Yep.
Well, never mind.
Yeah. I don't think that'll
That
ever.
match will happen eventually.
I doubt it.
Actually, it might happen on the card.
It
Watch.
could. It could.
Pre-show,
They could.
pre-show.
Oh, it
Surprise-
easily could.
Surprise pre-show prediction.
in a 3-minute match. I could easily see that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's unpopular as it is. I want to see the Extreme Rules winner take all tag match.
Oh, here's something that I could just Google this.
What?
Is there any Extreme Rules matches? Remember last time
Yes.
they did it?
I was actually
yeah,
going to bring
yeah.
that up with my
Oh, that's right. What are the stipulations? Yeah.
The stipulations are the intergender tag team match is a Extreme Rules match with
Classic.
Rollins and Becky versus Corbin and Evans Extreme Rules. The Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre is a no holds barred match. So basically,
Which
the
is a
same-
different thing.
Yeah, basically the same fucking thing. And the other
Other
one,
a street fight this time.
There's no street fight, sadly.
the
But
only
Braun and Bobby is last man standing.
yeah, and that's it.
Everything else is
A little
normal.
different. A little different.
That sucks because that means the match is going to be long.
It is going to be long. And here's my question that I wanted to bring up. This is probably one of the main things I wanted to talk about with this show here is just like last year, the name of our podcast episode was like not so extreme rules or something like
They
that.
only
I don't
have
know.
one Extreme Rules
exactly.
match, right?
Yeah, and there were no other stipulations. And this one at least has 3, which is better than nothing. But
Yes.
why can they? To me, I think they just need to abandon this. They've abandoned pay-per-view names before. Why not just get rid of this and bring back fucking Great American Bash or something? It's July. Bring back something, July friendly or something like that.
So
There's
They've
not-
been rotating this date too. It used to be right after Mania, and then it's
Yeah.
Like-
Bash at the beach.
Consider their
There you go.
advertising for it. The one night that the WWE can go extreme includes footage from every other night that's not an Extreme Rules night when they're doing extreme things.
Yeah.
It's a dumb. They should drop it.
At this point, I think they need to rotate this one out, and they need to, put something else in there. They just had Stomping Grounds. They can come up with another new one if they want. Bring Great Balls of fucking Fire back. I don't care. But
Yeah.
it
That
just
was really good because there were balls.
yes, there were.
And they were on
They
fire.
were great.
So that's just my thoughts. The Extreme Rules pisses me off because it's not extreme at all. But anyway,
Rock bottom.
Rock Bottom. God. So yes,
Bad Blood.
the
Calgary
Bad
Stampede.
blood spelled the other way.
bad
Oh,
with
1D or 2?
2Ds. 2Ds. BAD.
2Ds. Both bad bloods. The 1B and the 2B.
Yeah, they're. I have the DVD behind me. I think with
They can bring
the
bring
1D.
back Ground Zero.
The 1D?
That was good.
Is it?
Heroes of Wrestling.
No.
Yep, it's the 1D. It's the 1D.
The 1D. Yeah, you've got the 1D. You've got the In Your House.
Yeah. Wait, what? That was the 1D?
No. The In Your
Or
House
is it
had
the 2D? Ah,
The
okay.
Hell in a Cell
okay.
had 2Ds.
Yeah.
The
This one's
two
the
Bad
1D.
Bloods from the Triple H era had 1D.
Yeah. So anyway. The night before is a little show called Fight for the Fallen, AEW, but WWE is going to be hosting an Evolve show, which is a independent company. I don't know how many people are familiar with it
I
or
don't,
not.
I don't know why you're bringing it up. That's a hugest coincidence. They have nothing to do with each other.
That is, kind of what I'm wondering. Do you guys, a lot of people are saying this is bullshit, this is shady, WWE shouldn't be doing this. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Rab, what do you think with WWE hosting this show on the network the same night?
But who cares? I don't know
Okay.
why anyone's upset.
Oh, there's a lot of people upset on Twitter.
I understand that there are. I don't see why. Who gives a fuck?
I think people who are going to watch AEW aren't going to be like, well,
Well, yeah, I was gonna watch it, but now I'm gonna watch Evolve instead.
it's just to feed. I think it's just to feed the machine for their own viewers.
Are they on at the same time?
Yes.
I believe so, yes.
Yes, 8 o'clock is the Evolve show. And yeah, the Fight for Fallen is
Yep,
also
they
at 8.
are.
Yes, they are on
I
at the
think
same
that's
time.
the best thing to compete with it. Quote compete than like Legends House. Like I don't.
Yeah. And the Evolve show, by the way, is in the old CZW arena. Just want to point that out. But anyway, sorry,
Ooh,
keep going.
Nice.
And Fight for the Fallen is free, just like last one was through Bleacher Report.
Yeah, they're both free. That's good. If you have the
Yeah.
network.
Well, no, you gotta buy the. You gotta have the network.
Yeah,
but
you gotta have the network. So.
They're like, oh, they announced this show to compete with ours. Well, I mean, if anybody would know, Cody and Dustin, especially Dustin being a producer, would probably know how far in advance dates and shit are set. Not that this was a WWE show, but they know ideas if it's going to be broadcast or how far dates are advanced and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Omega deleted a tweet at one point about how it's kind of shitty to be competing against an event literally designed to help the fallen, veterans.
Yeah, about the
That's
shootings that
with
took
a,
place.
if you're doing blood money, you're doing that. It's like, ooh, that's. I get kind of where they're coming from, but also at the same point, there were like 5 years when wrestling was on at the same time on Mondays,
Yeah.
and you had to pick one or some. That was literally in the 90s when there wasn't a DVR. Now you could literally everybody's like, oh, they can't compete. You're gonna watch one and then you're gonna immediately watch the other, or watch them both at the same time on your phone and your tablet. Who the fuck?
Or you're only going to watch the one that you care about.
Yeah, that's true.
Or that.
Yeah.
And for everybody who's like, oh, Ambrose left, WWE's in trouble. Okay, this is how they fight back now. So now what? Is AEW in trouble? Well, that's not fair. So what? They're supposed to take pot shots but not have anybody fire back? Fuck you guys. This is what you wanted. This is what you get. Even though it's not specific, they're not shying away from doing it either. So this is what you get, AEW fanboys, and I'm not against that. But you want competition? Fucking bring it, because they are.
Well, there you go. Well, goddamn. There it is.
Well, really.
I love it.
What do you expect? Them to just not do anything and roll over? They're not in trouble, but fuck you.
Has anyone ever gone like, oh, fucking ROH doing a pay-per-view the same day as NXT?
Well, aside from WWE on WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
But my point is, they don't care. No one.
Everybody watches
WrestleMania. No one says, how dare people do shows on Saturdays.
That's true.
Because WrestleMania, because NXT is on.
Yeah, no. It's because AEW had the show first, and then WWE is going to broadcast the Evolve show. Boo! If it was WWE's broadcasting the Evolve show and AEW's doing theirs, yay! Look how badass they are going head to head. I guarantee you.
I see what you're saying. I think this is one angle that a lot of people aren't even paying attention is, this is huge for the Evolve guys, for a lot of the indie guys. This is a lot of so much exposure for these guys. There are several guys on this card that I watched at my local promotion in Charlotte that I think could possibly get signed over this deal, because there's going to be a lot of people watching it. At least, hopefully, some WWE people maybe get called up to NXT. I don't know. We'll see.
This is something that has been talked about since the network started. I'm sure you guys remember this, when the network was literally not even debuting for 3 years later, but there was always talk of maybe independent things being broadcast. That was always maybe ICW, maybe something else, and Evolve is. This isn't exactly a surprise. It's still surprising to see.
Is this the first time they've done it? Because I thought they've done it before.
No, they've never done it before.
Not that I know. Not that I know of.
No, it's the first one.
The UK. I thought they hosted something else, non-WWE.
This is the first. I'm reading Wikipedia. It's the first independent wrestling show to be broadcast live on the platform. They've had footage of shit before, but they've never actually just shown another promotion's show. And I look over at things like the UFC Fight Pass, where they broadcast Glory Kickboxing all the goddamn time, or all these regional shows like Titan Fighting and stuff. They broadcast so much else there. They're literally the platform for this. If WWE goes out there and is the platform for Evolve or ICW or Progress, cool. That's awesome. That's neat. Okay.
Now
but they're evil for competing. Fuck no.
Yeah. I thought AEW was going to destroy the WWE guys.
Okay.
I thought that's what was going to happen. My God, their fans are the dumbest shit-eating fucking monkeys in the fucking planet.
Whoa! What happened to our friendly viewers out there? What happened to that? That didn't last long.
Oh, we like them.
Yeah.
These aren't our valued friends. These are
valued
just
friends.
Fucking morons.
No, these are the same people who said WWE's in trouble over one guy getting signed away. And now they're saying it's unfair that they're being competed with this, when everybody knows they're going to watch both things. It's like all those Steam people or Blizzard fans that boycott playing the next iteration of a game, but when it comes out, they're all the ones fucking playing it. It's that shit. Everybody's going to watch both. All the fans that care about it are going to watch both, or, like you said, Rab, only the ones they care about. I guarantee you, people are going to be watching one or following another, or you watch it later, because we're in an era now when you have the network, you can watch it anytime.
Exactly.
And it's not like you're taking fucking any ticket sales away from AEW. It's not like AEW's drawing new people. They're drawing the fucking little cult ass fan base that they have. That's the people who are going to watch that stupid fucking show in the first place.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. The best comparison I can say is when UFC had a few shows on Mondays. and that was going to be big draw for them. Like, it was heavily stacked shows. Anderson Silva was on one. It was crazy big. And Raw went all out. They had Tyson back on and things like that. And Dana White was like, that's cool. I'm friends with Vince. But it's awesome to see them compete and just go cut through it when they know that there's competition out there. I love that shit. That's what I'm all about. You guys want competition. What they want is for AEW to just roll over WWE like it's nothing. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Is there a possibility someday one will take over the other? Yeah. But it's not going to just happen because I want it and here it is already. Yay, they're better, and there was no conflict. No,
this is the same thing we heard though when TNA moved to Monday nights. It was like,
Well,
like
that was more of a. I don't know who really bought into that one though.
That was are you sure about this?
Yeah, that was
Make a run.
Just saying,
You know
what is
who
TNA thinking?
Yeah, you know who bought into that? The fucking money mark Dixie Carter bought into that, just like fucking Tony Khan, the big fucking money mark now, is buying into the Young Bucks shit.
But again, you know what everybody did? They still watched both if they wanted to watch both.
That's true. So
nobody's not watching one because they're going to watch the other. Oh no, I can never watch it again. It's not like it was, on a DVR thing that I also had, or watch on my second TV or my. Fucking Christ!
So,
that era doesn't evolve, or it doesn't exist anymore.
So there are, for those who don't know, Evolve Wrestling are familiar with what's going on over there on this actual show. We got Matt Riddle versus Drew Gulak. So
that'd be good.
That should be good. It's happened on NXT before, and it was very good on NXT. Adam Cole is defending the NXT Championship, which is interesting, against Tozawa. I don't know who's really into that one so much, but I mean, it should be good, I guess.
Well, and also, you say Gulak and Riddle. That is a Catch Point reunion match.
Yes.
I don't know if that means anything stipulation-wise, but that's Evolve history right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But as far as the guys that I watch locally that I think, if you're going to go into this and say, oh, who do I want to check out or who do I want to watch? James Drake, which is JD Drake. He's facing Austin Theory, and it would be the main event, I guess, but maybe the NXT is going to be the main event. I'm not sure.
No, Cole and Tozawa's got to be the main, I think.
Okay. Well, James Drake, he's this big dude. He's just hoss-looking dude, right, that doesn't look athletic, okay? He doesn't look like he can go. That motherfucker, you need to watch him. If you're going to watch this show, at least watch this match, okay? I promise you, James Drake is going to surprise you and will probably win you over, okay? I'm not going to say he will, but he has a good chance to do it.
I've also heard good things about Austin Theory, and considering that is for Drake's WWN title and Theory's Evolve title, winner take all.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Austin Theory. I've seen a little bit of him. He looks more of like a wrestler. James Drake looks more of like a truck driver, and
you're
not
selling me on him.
I'm
you're like doing the reverse. I get what you're doing.
No,
you're
he
looks like he's not a wrestler at all. That's not how you sell people.
No, I'm telling you, he doesn't look like he is, but he is a good fucking wrestler. He's gonna pull out moonsaults. He's gonna pull out dives. He's gonna pull all the shit that you're like, holy shit, this big motherfucker should not be doing this. He's more of like a I don't want to like offend anybody, but he's more of like a Vader type deal. He's a big dude. It doesn't look like he should be doing the crazy stuff that he does.
Okay.
Wait.
Is he still athletic looking? Because Vader was a big dude who was less athletic. Like Bundy is a big thick dude.
I guess
Otis is a big thick dude.
Maybe if you can Google
is this
James.
A big fat? I'm looking him up. I'm doing it.
James.
He's not fat at all. He looks like fucking Hangman Page.
He has no
Wait, what?
A Wikipedia page, by the way. He's not fat. Well, okay, he's.
I didn't say he was fat. He's like a
Drake,
hoss.
right?
He's like a big dude.
Yeah, I looked for JD Drake. He's
JD Drake. Yeah, he was James Drake in PWX.
I mean, Bray Wyatt's bigger than he is.
Yeah, he just looks like.
I was looking up James Drake, JD Drake. Okay, I can see.
Yeah,
that
James
one
Drake.
picture looks like Bruiser Brody type body. I can. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
Well, anyway,
one of them.
I'm telling you, at least
sorry.
check his match out. Okay, just trust me. Go watch it. I don't know if it's going to be great, but I think he will surprise you, and he will be a guy to look for in the future because he is very exciting to watch. I'll tell you that.
He looks like a wrestler to me, pal.
Well, he looks like a wrestler. I'll tell you that. He looks like a wrestler, not a wrestler. Looks like a wrestler. So
he's going to do a wrestling move, not a wrestling move?
Yes, and Anthony Henry is his tag team partner, who is also very good. So I suggest checking out Anthony Henry
versus Arturo Ruas.
Yes, I
in a
don't know
grudge
who
match.
I don't know who that guy is, but I know Anthony Henry, and he was good. So, and other than that, there's a lot of guys that I'm not too familiar with. I've seen names and stuff like Harlem Bravado. He was at the local show that I would go to all the time. He was okay. Colby.
I've seen him in a match recently against Rocky Romero. It was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the card. I'm like, most of these guys don't even have Wikipedia pages. It's kind of fun.
Colby Carino is Steve Carino's son, by the way.
He's taking on Babatunde
whoever. Yep.
in a special challenge match.
Yeah. And of course, there's plenty of CZW guys in there, like AR Fox, Joe Gacy, Eddie Kingston. So that's going to be fun. But anyway, I just want to say I am going to watch both. I think I'm going to watch AEW live, and then I will probably watch Evolve like the next day. Or, well, not the next day, because the next day is Extreme Rules, but soon after.
That makes more sense, considering I don't know how easy it's going to be to watch on the Bleacher Report thing the next day versus, oh, look, network, click.
So,
I mean, does that card really look that much worse than the AEW card?
What card?
Does the Evolve card really look that much worse than the AEW card?
Oh, are you saying the AEW card doesn't look good?
It doesn't look that great.
I don't think it looks great, but I mean,
I can't say it looks great or not because I don't know who half of those guys are.
That's my problem.
Yeah, the
But it's
Evolve
even on the network, so I'm like, it's the biggest opportunity. You know these guys are going to be pulling out all the stops. Maybe too much, and they'll get sloppy.
Well, those who watch the Evolve show, when JD Drake comes out and is amazing, remember this guy right here who told you. So
I'm excited to watch The Undertaker because I'm familiar
God
with
damn
his
it, Peanut!
moveset.
Yeah, his
He is
moveset.
someone you know from the WWF.
He does a punch. He does a old school where he only takes 2 steps, I think now. And
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way he can do the old school anymore, right?
oh, he does it, but he only takes like 2 steps.
Goldberg.
Did he do one at the Saudi House show?
Yeah.
Dude, did you watch that show?
Of course, fucking not. Are
Do
you
you want to watch 2 50-year-olds almost die in Saudi
I have
Arabia?
no interest.
Not from Saudi Arabians?
No, they literally
Clip
almost
on-
killed each other like several times.
I
in
saw
that
a
match.
Like
clip on,
Goldberg,
like,
like
Instagram.
bloodied
That
himself
match
up. It
wasn't that bad to start with. It ended
It
bad.
was-
I can't wait till the end of the year.
Technically
when we go
bad.
through our year review recap, and Bomber says the best match of the year. You're gonna hate it.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
Impression.
Oh, wow.
That was the best Bomber impression I've ever heard.
That doesn't sound like me at all. I don't know what you're talking
On
about.
point.
So okay, so let's talk about Fight for the Fallen real quick. I saw like clips of the venue and stuff. Dude, this venue looks fucking sick. This venue looks really
it looks
cool.
awesome.
Jacksonville one.
I like the production the AEW guys have for their stuff. I will give them all the credit. for
I'm
that. It looks
excited to see what this looks like. Yeah. For one. As far as the card goes, what aren't you big on the card, Brad? What are you not liking?
Oh, I just don't care. They keep doing the same things over and over again. That's okay. Here's a random match between
Sure.
Who cares? Who really? Why are we having a Cody Rhodes Young Bucks match or a Road Brother Young Buck match?
Here's the storyline that I know. Cody signed on for a tag match because he thinks the Bucks are the best team, but I need a partner. But now I want my brother instead. Like he literally said, I'm in a match with them.
Yes,
I think they're good.
I watched that pay per view. I watched that. Whatever.
That's literally the only reason is because I like the Bucks.
Do you guys watch the Nightmare Family on
No
YouTube?
No.
Okay.
I don't
Uh,
watch that or the Road
Why would
to.
I do that?
Okay, well, they're actually very good. They're very entertaining.
I shouldn't have to do homework. to
Yeah,
know what
exactly.
Well, it's not
Exactly.
It's not homework. It's basically like
Yeah,
they're.
it's homework.
I've seen an episode or two. I think leading into all in maybe
Yeah.
even because they've been doing it back then. It's actually solid production value.
Oh, it's
Like,
very good
it's-
production.
It's not like a being the elite where it's like I kind of cringe watching that.
Yes.
Being a professional video
I
person.
honestly did cringe during most of Fyter Fest when they were taking shots at the Fire Festival and how bad it was. But
Yeah.
not realizing that's what half of the jokes were, they literally came off as being these guys inept with money, unable to put on a production, which you shouldn't be doing for your second show that's free for everyone, just because you want to tell a funny joke about a fringe festival that didn't work.
So,
It's bad. So I'm losing faith in these guys, and I didn't have much to begin
Don't
with. So I
lose
don't know
faith yet.
what
Don't lose.
No,
faith
I'll lose
yet.
faith. If they lose my faith, I've lost my faith.
Okay,
Fuck you.
okay. Oh, well, there you go. Anyway, on the American Nightmare thing, Cody and Dustin they do like a little sit down interview. It's almost like their TV show before their TV show, and it does have pretty good production value. But they basically laid a little bit of a story out, which there's not much there. But they basically said, back in the day when Cody and Dustin were teaming up in the WWE, the Young Bucks didn't care about anything WWE, but Cody was, keeping tabs on everything else going on. So basically, he's just saying they don't know how good we are, but we know everything about them. That's it. There's not much of a story to it, but that's a little bit what they tried to put into it to make it more than what it is, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, don't care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
the thing is, I'm not really gonna be able to care about much of this until they have the TV show where they can tell stories.
Yeah,
because right now,
that's why they're
cool once. It's kind of cool twice. Now I'm just sick of what is basically random matches where there's going to be lots of flipping.
Well, okay. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to say.
Why should I care? I'm looking at the card now, and I've looked at it before. This isn't the first. But why should I care about like SCU versus the Lucha Brothers? I like watching SCU. I like watching the Lucha Brothers. But why should I care about this?
Yeah, there's no reason for it. That's the biggest problem. You've got fucking Hangman Page, who ostensibly is your biggest face in the company.
Yeah.
Superstar. And you have him facing Kip Sabian? Like, Kip Sabian's fine and all, but Kip Sabian's a goddamn jobber. Jungle Boy's a goddamn jobber. Why are they in matches with fucking Hangman Page?
Dude, Sabian, what a waste.
Sabian is there, and he's facing the winner of the four-way from last time, which was Page.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Page is going to All Out for the world title.
That's the thing. Like, these shows leading up to that and their TV show, they should be building this guy as their star.
Who?
Yeah.
Page? Well, Page is definitely. I mean, he's going to win. Obviously, there's no.
Yeah, but they're just like
Jericho could.
At the same time, no, he could easily lose that, and Kip Sabian's like, I get a title shot someday. Like that's how these guys fucking operate. They want to be different, but they're going to do the same shit.
I would buy into that if they didn't stress so much that wins and losses matter.
That's why they'll still do it.
Well, then that would just make him,
No, he's already got the title shot. Doesn't matter if he loses.
Now, Jericho is going to be there, so I can see Jericho get involved, but I feel like that would be after the match, after the fact. But Jericho is going to... Jericho does not have a match. He's just going to be there with a live mic, I think
with
it was.
With a live mic.
Yeah,
that's how he's being promoted, yes.
Yeah, and he's gold right now. Jericho is amazing. His character that he's portraying right now,
it's nice.
It's
like
fantastic.
On Instagram,
and,
it's fun.
Okay, so the Dark Order, which was the Super Smash Brothers,
yes,
is going to go against Angelico and Jack Evans and Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, which will be a fun tag match. I mean, jobbers or not, that's going to be a fun one to watch.
Sure.
It's to advance to All Out for an opportunity at a first round bye.
Yes.
In the tag team tournament. That kind of means, like, I get that. That means you're not having to compete in the first round. You're in the second round. That makes this a first round match, you dipshits. That's not a stipulation.
No, because the other people can still be in it by going into the tournament.
Yeah, they could put the other teams.
Haven't a couple teams already won like first round buys into this fucking tournament?
Only the best friends.
This is what this is. This is one of the first ones.
Only the best friends won the first buy. So I think whoever
it's an opportunity at a buy.
Yes, so whoever wins this match, this three-way, I believe will face the best friends at All Out to get that buy. I think that's where
they're really overthinking this shit.
Doesn't that mean
it's an opportunity at a buy? It's not even a buy?
No,
it's the match.
Winner of this advances for an opportunity at a first round bye.
Yeah.
At Fighter Fest, the best friends won the match to get an opportunity at a first round bye. Okay. That means that the best friends and the winner of this match will face each other, and presumably that winner will get a first round bye. But they literally had to kind of tournament their way in to get a bye.
True.
So this is essentially the first round.
I mean, I can see what you're saying, but
long-term.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
here's what's going to happen:
the Dark Order had to win matches to not have to have a match. When everybody else just gets in without having to have these.
If I was predicting this show, this would be my top lock. The Dark Order are winning. The Dark Order, the Super Smash Bros, whatever you want to call them, they are winning this match. There's no.
Well, they're facing the best friends, absolutely.
Yeah, because they already did stuff with them, and they actually are building them up. Because they've been doing promos, they've been like cutting stuff at the shows, actually like doing things. and Helico and them, they're fun to watch, him and Jack Evans. And Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, I think they're going to have a pretty good future, but that's just not going to tie into the story. They'll be in the tournament as well, but they're going to lose here. So, sorry for the spoilers, but I'm already telling you right now, Dark Order's winning that match. It's very...
When are they going to have a reverse battle royal for the tag team titles?
Oh my God.
Oh, they'll get there. They'll get there. Don't worry.
The only... it's funny because... To me, most of the matches on here are pretty straightforward. They just seem to be almost like showcase type matches, like Omega and I don't know how to pronounce it. Sema? Is it Sema or
Shima?
Shima. Thank you, Shima.
I learned that from Fighter Fest.
Well, good. That's pretty much just going to be like a showcase. Obviously, Omega should win. Who knows? I don't know if Moxley is in Japan or not for the G1, but if he's not, I assume he'll show himself here.
It seems like they're trying to keep themselves relevant until their TV launch.
Yeah, and I mean Moxley at Fighter Fest. God damn, that's a main eventer. Holy fuck, that was a great everything for him on that one.
Yeah, Moxley probably won't be there. I'm guessing because I think he's doing the G1.
It's his block.
Yeah, he's doing his block Saturday. So.
Oh, well, then he will not be there. Then there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So the other matches you got Brandy Rhodes versus Allie.
Okay.
Allie is okay.
Brandy Rhodes should not be wrestling. She's just doesn't have the footwork. Like she's.
I mean, as long as they present her as terrible at wrestling, I'm okay with this. This doesn't matter.
I mean, she's ugly as fuck, right, guys?
Wait, what?
No one wants to see her.
Hey, now. I'm not going to be a liar here.
I mean, it's nice.
She is fine as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will second that.
Don't forget, there's also on the pre-show, Sunny Kiss versus one of the librarians, Peter Avalon.
Yeah, that's another top lock, obviously. Sunny Kiss is
one librarian.
Yeah.
What have you not been watching? What is happening?
No, he's not been watching. That's his point.
Oh,
there's more than one librarian.
Yeah, that's
Peter
the whole
Avalon
story.
and Leva Bates. Their whole gimmick is they go shh at each other.
I'm aware.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
He knew.
The other
See, I knew
pre-show
it.
match, though, I'm curious, Bomber.
This is the one that I have a problem with for obvious reasons.
Jimmy Havoc, Darby Allin, and Joey Janela against MJF, Sammy Guevara, and Sean Spears on the pre-show. By rights, Joey Janela just main evented. Jimmy Havoc's one of the 4 guys from the last one. Darby Allin went toe-to-toe with Cody. MJF is arguably a main eventer, and Sean Spears hit Cody. Sammy Guevara is also there. Why is that a pre-show match? To get you to buy the free show.
It's free! I was about to have that question. Why is there a free show to a free show?
It's to make sure that you stay and watch.
It's their
No,
style,
it's a 3-hour show.
I guess.
Why is there a pre-show to a free show?
You have to. It's the standard now. You have to have a pre-show.
That is
makes
true.
sense
It is
for-
true.
Yeah, but it's called the buy-in. It's to make sure that you buy it. I spent my $0. I bought it. Like,
Yeah, the buy-in makes sense for Double or Nothing and like maybe All Out, but I don't know about use the term buy-in for all the other shows.
Yes, buy-in makes sense when you're doing
Casino.
gambling puns.
Yes, yeah. Not so much for Fight for the Fallen, but
Fight for the Fallen, buy in to Fight for the Fallen. No, it's
No.
like the Soldier Up or something. Like
No,
they could have done
this
something.
I hope they continue. I hope all their pay-per-views are named gambling puns. Just from here on out.
they said they're going to have a big 4.
That should
probably,
be one.
So.
From here on out,
It's
will
gonna
be
be
one.
called Full House. AEW Full House.
There
God,
we
you
go.
know that's going to happen.
That's great.
Fuller House.
Royal Flush.
Dead Man's Hand.
Dead
Dead
Man.
Man's
Oh,
Hand.
that's
Oh,
actually
David
a good
Hand's
one.
a good one.
That's a
Cody's
good
going to love these names. They're so WCW.
That's when
as
Undertaker
fuck.
shows up.
Snake Eyes. There's a Snake Eyes could be a good gambling one. Anyway, this is the only match to me that I kind of have a problem with. The other ones, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to them, seeing what
Why?
will go down. But
Wait,
this
a problem
one,
with MJF and Spears, probably.
yes, that's exactly why.
They're even selling that as part of the thing. It's like the fuck they doing teaming up. And that's part
Exactly.
of the sell.
I guess so. I mean,
Because they're bad guys.
It makes another obvious finish to me. I mean, I guess they could always. I could be wrong by saying these matches are obvious, and of course I could be wrong. But it makes it very obvious that there's going to be miscommunication. These guys are going to attack each other because Sean Spears laid out Cody Rhodes, and MJF was the first one to run out there to help him up, and then immediately the very next show, they're put on a tag team together. It's like, what the fuck is this? That's just me personally. I'm sorry if you guys are, if I'm out of line with that, but I just don't understand that.
That's literally part of the story. That's part of it is how are they going to coexist?
Yeah.
Is
Dumb.
how they're doing it.
But it seems
Really dumb.
super
He's-
random.
It's
Yeah.
you want to talk about how they're doing everything different from WWE. Well, because they're doing it like Russo WCW. It's the same Carney type goofy stuff.
It makes it obvious to me that Darby Allin, Joey Janela, and Jimmy Havoc are going to win. That's all I'm saying.
Probably.
And I'm sure you're going to get some good story out of it with Spears and MJF. It just, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and it makes the match more predictable. Sammy Guevara, to me, is what is he going to do? Like, right? Like, it seems like it's going to put him in a weird position. It's going to be interesting to see what he does.
Take a pinfall, probably, is what he
Probably, you're right.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Those two are going to be fighting, and he's going to take the fall. Yeah, you're probably right.
Hey, was Darby Allin ever in CZW? He seems like the type.
I don't believe. I mean, he may have it. I don't recall ever. If it was like a one-off. I don't believe
he's done a lot of indies. I don't know if he has been in CZW.
Yeah. Not a match that I recall. I can look it up, but I don't believe so.
I joke. Moxley talked him up after their match that was on an indie fed, so he's high on him. So
he's definitely another Daredevil type guy. So I'm already looking it up, and the answer to that is no. He has not. No, he has not. He's been in GCW, which is the CZW's rival company, but no, he has not.
That's not what I asked.
That really surprised me.
He's been in MLW.
But if he's been in one, he won't be in the other. I could see that, yeah.
Yeah.
He was fine in MLW. He wasn't as stupid.
There you go. Well, there you go.
Well, that backdrop trust fall thing under the
brutal.
Is dumb as fuck.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. By the way, I don't know if you guys heard, but the Young Bucks came out and talked about how the chair was gimmicked. Did you guys hear that yet?
Oh yeah, I saw that shit.
Why would they even say that shit?
I
mean, look, God damn it.
Yep.
It's stupid.
I understand.
Well, we said this. I've said similar things. If you accidentally come into something, like we said about Callahan, if you end up in a story by accident, go with it.
Yeah.
Like, oh
big
god.
time.
Like, oh my god. And you can even spin it. Oh, it was supposed to be a thing, but he came out there with a real chair. He went too far.
And
still, you can say it was.
No, that's stupid too.
And peel it back. No, but it's still better than saying it was a complete mistake.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Is any single person not going to watch AEW because of the gimmick chair?
No,
honestly,
you say
a lot
that.
of people were turned off by it.
You say
literally.
That during the show in our Discord, there were people that said, "I turned it off after that chair shot. I'm not watching this. I promised you." Whether or not they did, I don't know. But
I was about to say I don't entirely believe that.
They
but
said
I'm
that
sure
though.
I don't believe that even a little bit.
Yeah.
1, 2, you let it go out through Meltzer or some shit. You don't come out and have the Young Bucks say that shit.
So they've announced that Sean Spears is going to have a sit-down interview with Jim Ross, and it should be revealing and controversial.
Now, see, Spears...
He didn't follow the script.
But they already had the Young Bucks say,
Exactly.
Oops.
Exactly.
Like, you can't put the genie back in the bottle.
Exactly.
This is the problem. They're learning. No, they fucked up. And they're trying to be like, oh, we're still going to swing it this way.
The thing is, I get it. That we're different. We're kind of living in a different time. And but don't use the Young Bucks to do that. Even if you're going to put out a statement or something, don't use the Bucks.
Well, Tony Khan did it as well, the owner.
Yeah, let him do it.
He can though.
He's not an on-camera guy.
I know.
Let him do that.
I'm just for those who didn't know. I'm just stating that he also came out.
He should have said shit, but you can tell they're worried about like what the TV people are going to think.
That's
they're
what
not going to want.
They were just trying to protect themselves.
Yeah, but
with everything going on with concussions and head injuries, they were just like, it was.
But it's like if you don't want to avoid this shit, then don't fucking do it.
Yeah, I think Sean. I'm giving credit to Sean Spears. It seems like he's doubling down on it. He hasn't broke anything. He's been tweeting out saying, "Yeah, blah blah blah." Even though it's like the company is like ruining it for him, he's still going with it. Which credit to him for that. He can't really help that the Young Bucks are going to come out and say, "Oh, it was gimmicked and all this stuff." But he's doing what he can.
Like I can see how this interview is going to go with JR. It's going to be like, now, Mr. Spears. What do you think about them having all these Orientals on our roster?
Well, there you go. Hopefully he doesn't go and say that, but you never know. I like that impression better than the Bomber impression that we heard earlier. So,
of course, that's natural.
I think that was closer. But there you go. Wow, there it is. Hey, I'm not going to disagree with you. I think everybody can agree that JR's got a little bit more talent than I do. But that's that. I hate how we come in here and I feel like every time we end our show, we're like, man, fuck AEW. But I mean,
I will say I am more excited about anything AEW is doing than anything WWE is doing.
I think the praise is so high on it that it's nice to be like, okay, they're not these godly creatures.
This is
Yes.
also true.
So it's like nice to be like bring them to reality.
And
Or
that's exactly what I
be
was
that
thinking.
voice of it. That this is still the same people that they're
Like
gonna
you
be
can't
dumb.
just pick and choose the things that are perfect versus the things that aren't just because the one you did it.
Yeah.
It's
The
the
one
purpose
you
of
like
this
is the one who did
podcast.
it.
We're
No.
breaking down what we're seeing and we're finding out it's much of the same.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
Well,
think
for
it's more of the AEW, I guess, as our buddy over there, Lee, likes to call it, the fanboys, that really make it hard to not kind of break it more down as far as, look, this wasn't that fucking good because of this reason. For WWE, we all can see, we know this wasn't that good, but I feel like whenever we talk about AEW, we're like, no, listen, this wasn't the greatest goddamn thing in the world. This thing actually
Yeah.
sucked, which we don't normally go into as much on the other companies because of the overwhelming fan base that AEW has, as far as they can't do anything wrong.
Well,
I think that's
remember,
how,
it's the same people who said like, "Oh, they got Moxley, WWE's in trouble."
Yeah.
Cool. How are they doing now? Where are we at?
I mean,
they're
doing
fine.
They're doing fine.
They're no worse for wear.
Yeah. So
Okay.
here's
Like
the,
it's that kind of thing. It's easy to take pot shots at that when they're so blind they're not trying to duck.
So with this weekend, we have 3 more show. If you count the Evolve, some people won't watch it. That's fine. That's 3 more shows for me. That is to watch this weekend. We had 2 shows just the other week. We had bottom line, too many goddamn shows are happening right now, and to me personally, I'm starting 100% honest. I'm starting to get burnt out because I'm the kind of person that I feel like if I miss something, I feel bad about missing something, so I have to watch it. And there's just so much happening from all these companies that I'm like, well, I gotta watch this, I gotta watch this, I gotta watch this. And I'm starting to really get burnt out, even though I'm excited about this stuff. Is anybody else feeling the same burnout or fatigue or anything like that, or is this just me?
Feeling much of the
Nope.
same.
I mean, I will not watch Evolve. I will not watch, Fighter Fest or Fury or Fallen, and I will not watch. I will probably watch a little bit of Extreme. Rules.
On the YouTube, right?
No. I'll
Oh,
probably
live, okay.
catch the second half or something of it.
Honestly, I haven't been more excited for wrestling in a long time. I just watch MLW every fucking week, and that's all I need.
Hey, there's news. They got a pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, they got one coming up.
Oh, really? When is that?
I think it's at the end of the summer, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Or...
okay. Well,
But they actually have a actual real pay-per-view coming up now. So yeah.
Wow.
It's in Chicago.
is it their
Yeah.
first?
Why is everything just in Chicago now?
It's November 2nd.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
Chicago's a super
Because
hot
CM
town.
Punk
That's
might show up.
that's the real reason.
Yeah, no, it's their first since they came back. Anyway, as far as I know, I don't know if they ever
That's
had
good.
any back in the original MLW run.
We
but-
might
They
have
did
to.
not.
Yeah.
We
I
might
would
have
have
to.
to-
It says it's their
MLW
first ever
mark.
pay-per-view.
I was a huge MLW mark back in the day,
We'll have to check it out. Then we'll talk about it.
in,
We'll
in the early 2000s.
when it's booked, we'll talk about it. It'll probably be Sami Callihan in the main event, by the way. So,
No.
so
Who knows what happens between now and then?
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
don't need Callahan. They got some fucking good guys.
now,
I don't
hey,
know.
if you talk about selling a pay-per-view match, Sami Callihan, Jim Cornette, it'll be gimmicky as fuck. I'm not even kidding. That'll sell a fucking pay-per-view right there.
yeah, it
you
would-
know how many
it would
people would want to
sell.
see that?
Yeah.
It would sell.
But anyway,
No, I was
what-
gonna say, Bomber. I don't have the burnout, but I don't feel obligated to watch the stuff. Like I literally didn't watch Fighter Fest until like Tuesday.
okay.
I don't have to see it now. I'll get around.
That could
to it.
also be a me problem. So
That is a you problem.
I just have
No,
that kind of
I-
personality.
You just
I
100%
understand what you're saying, Bob.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just you gotta keep up with it, and that does get to be a problem. Yes.
I've just been burnt out for so long that I don't even think about it. It's just baked into my life now.
Hey, it's understandable.
WWE alone gives you 44 hours or something a week, you know.
Yeah.
Not even
So
exaggerating, yeah.
throwing AEW and MLW and
Anniversary.
It's like
just-
Impact.
I just can't.
Yeah, as Impact, they have another one coming up in October. As Impact's next pay-per-view.
No, I didn't even
Oh,
consider that.
don't
shit.
even forget,
I know.
Impact has their monthly free shows on Twitch,
Yep.
and then also monthly subscription shows.
So it's
on
kind
their
of
Impact
like
Plus.
yeah, it's kind of like AEW's like Fight for the Fallen, I guess, because it's kind of
Yeah,
it's a show but not officially a pay-per-view kind of.
Oh, we even talked about that. I watched part of the Reality of Wrestling
Yes.
Impact crossover show the day before the pay-per-view.
I caught
It was,
the end of
like,
that.
Impact versus Booker T's Federation. There were some fun matches on that. The day before that, they were doing a show with I forget who it was Bash at the Brewery, where the North won the tag titles from LAX.
That was
2
shocking,
days for Slammiversary. Like they're doing a lot of shit. So Impact is going out there trying things. The production is kind of shit on those.
Oh yeah,
so
it's straight up
fix
indie.
That.
Yeah, it's straight up
It's
indie.
big time indie.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also those shows. There's if you feel like you have to watch it all, there's too much. You don't though.
Yeah.
This
That's
is why
the
I'm
thing.
excited. This is
You
why I'm
don't even
excited.
have to watch most of it.
No, you can just follow on Twitter. You're fine.
I mean, I will say the things that like fall through the cracks is Raw and SmackDown. It just falls through the cracks now. So
Oh, that doesn't even fall through the cracks for me. That just falls straight into a black hole.
Yeah.
there you go.
At no
will-
point am I ever considering watching Raw or SmackDown.
It never pops in my head.
I watch them when I can, but yeah.
I will say to people listening out there, if you were a little intimidated by watching like the first G1 show, like if G1's just a little too much for you because they just have so many fucking matches every goddamn show, at least check out that Lance Archer Will Ospreay match. Probably the best match I've seen Ospreay in. One where he actually didn't annoy the fuck out of me. So
Ospreay, that's the guy who's like just below Seth Rollins on talent scale, right? That guy?
They squashed the beef.
I know. I'm just teasing. All right, but that's
I
it.
will say this. I will say
what's
this
up?
about AEW. It
Yep.
has completely removed any interest I have in New Japan.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh.
It just took that slot in my brain.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the funny thing is, I'm looking at the show going, man, it's kind of weak. Where's Moxley? Oh, he's in Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, he added so much to that because it was the Cody and the Bucks show, and I'm like, I don't care about those
So
guys.
they didn't
Fucking
sign-
Moxley.
But,
Yeah,
but now he has the U.S. title. He can't defend it.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So is he exclusive or what? What's?
Sure.
I think
I mean,
he's
not. But
no,
He
I don't,
will be when the show starts. He can take independent stuff until
exactly.
then.
Yeah, I think everybody can do what they can until
what Khan said.
until TV starts. Then they're going to be exclusive because they got to be TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's getting this stuff out of the way. Everybody is like Joey Janela was just at a GCW. Okay, this I don't. God,
It was
Lee,
the Brian Cage
Lee, you got to
like-
hear this.
bachelor party shit.
I don't think so. This was the Backyard Wrestling Show.
Oh no, there was that too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Lee, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but the CZW's rival, they're like the more independent, ultra-violent company now.
So they're the mud show that can't afford the water to make the mud.
They literally had a show called Backyard Wrestling, and it took place outside in somebody's backyard with a trampoline in a pool
Oh, fuck them.
beside the ring.
Fuck them.
I promise you. And Joey Janela was there, and he like
they
destroyed
book
the
it?
pool.
Did
Huh?
they book it just so that CZW couldn't?
Screamed on fight.
Damn, that was good.
You booked my mom's swimming pool.
Did that show stream on Fight?
Oh yeah, Fight
my-
was advertising.
That's hilarious. I didn't know. I know that they have shows on Fight, but I didn't know that show was on Fight.
Wow,
Also-
Fight will literally show anything, won't they?
Also,
Absolutely.
I think I'm convinced that Bomber's gonna want to watch a bar wrestling event because
No.
at the Brian Cage bachelor party
Nope.
event, Sammy Callahan faced Killer Cross.
I mean, I'm sure that's going to be a good match, but
Also, in a lap
I'll
dance
pass.
match, Kira Hogan, Scarlett Bordeaux, Sue Young, and Tessa Blanchard faced Brian Cage.
well,
Is that still? Is that? Can I find that somewhere?
Yeah.
There's-
what
oh,
in the-
you can look for that. Absolutely, I found clips of it. It's pretty.
Pornhub?
It's pretty. Yeah, probably. It's
Oh.
pretty fucking funny. Actually, I'm
Wow.
not gonna lie.
so well, there you go. Well, for those that want that, that's out there too. That is out there too.
Yeah, Joey
Oh.
Janela can go kill himself. So can Enzo.
Whoa.
They can kill each other.
I
as
have
far as I'm
no.
concerned.
I don't like Joey Janela even a little bit.
He's
He pulled his
okay.
Pants up.
He's okay.
He looks like his pants are always gonna fall down.
I mean, they probably are at some point.
Yeah.
But
Past his bedtime.
yeah, he's okay. He's more of a spot guy and a Daredevil guy, not a whole lot.
I
in
wouldn't even say
between.
he's more of. He is.
Well, yeah, okay, yes. I was being a little generous, but yeah, you're right. He's there for his
That
does
said, I liked his match with Moxley.
he does
That
what
was
he's
mostly because of
Because he's an
Moxley.
idiot.
he does what his specialty. He does it well. Like same as like the comedy guys. He has his niche that he does well, and outside of that, not so much.
It's pronounced niece.
Niece,
Joey
oh
Ryan.
yeah, exactly. His niece,
Joey Ryan.
Joey. Okay, I was trying not to say the name, but there you go. So
You were referencing it.
I was saying comedy guys, okay, but
Joey Ryan.
anyway, let's get out of here. We got a long weekend full of wrestling. Whoever is gonna watch it with me, hey, More power to you.
Can I? I'm sorry. I know you've been trying to wrap up.
Yes,
forever.
I have a little bit, but yeah.
But can
No,
I just
Rab's
throw out
late.
a
He's
hot-
got an hour to catch up.
That's
He's got more
true.
hours to go.
Yes, exactly. Can I just throw out a hot take that I've been holding on to since the beginning of April?
Please do.
It's the WrestleMania recap. Here we
Since-
go.
It is. It really is. Everyone who's upset about the Iconics winning over
Wow, this is a oh my god.
over
No, I
Bayley-
want this. I want this so
over
much.
Bayley and Sasha Banks is ridiculous. Like, because Bayley and Sasha Banks have been, the top people for so long, they should have the best. They were a terrible tag team together. They didn't do shit for tag team. The Iconics have been the real tag team for so much longer. Bayley and Sasha Banks ain't shit, and I hope they don't get a rematch.
Wow. Well, I don't think they
Do
well
you know that Sasha's been sat out
I
since
told you
WrestleMania?
I've been holding on to this hot take for a while.
I see that.
You
I
could have
didn't say I was going
modified
to
it.
update it for the fact that the only thing Sasha Banks does
Hey.
is go on vacations with Kalisto.
Hey, Sasha might come back
What?
because Nikki Cross is saying that, Bailey, you need a friend like I have. Oh, what's that? What could that mean?
That
in a
is true.
handicap
She
match?
could come back this weekend,
Oh.
Rab.
Yo, if her doesn't know that she's constantly on vacation with Kalisto and shit, it's really weird.
No,
Yeah, no, her Twitter's funny.
I'm confused.
I-
Instagram and Twitter is just her on vacation with Kalisto and his
Wait, so
for like 3 months.
Yeah.
with Kalisto, is that like a thing?
Kalisto hasn't been doing anything.
No, and his wife.
Oh, so you got cut out there. Okay, his wife. Okay, that's
His
yeah.
wife
That's
is also there. I threw that in just for context.
okay.
I mean, they might all be fucking. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
they might be. You never know. Yeah.
That some people live their life like that.
that's no.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
And that's up
most
to
of
them,
them. Who
man.
knows?
More power to you, Kalisto. Shit.
no judging. Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Iconics is a better team. You're right.
Well, there you go. Wow. Okay.
Hot take.
Hot take. Rab coming in.
Well, okay,
Coming in
uh,
hot.
You got anything from May or
That's a
June?
microwave take. That's a microwave take.
Yeah.
It was hot at one
A
point.
little
You had to warm it
lukewarm.
back up. So that
But I
was
had
April.
microwave, yes.
You got anything from
Microwave
May
take.
or June? You get caught up? You good? Or?
Yeah. Well, we'll see you by SummerSlam, hopefully.
I can start watching wrestling again now that I gave up that take.
Well, we will be back in 2 weeks if you want to watch any of these shows and comment on them in 2 weeks. And if you got any new hot takes, you can get them out when they're fresh.
Call it Rab's Hot Pocket.
There it is. Rab's Hot Pocket. So, all right.
Think about Joey
I'm getting
Janela?
on the theme song already for it.
Does-
Can we talk more about Joey Janela?
no,
Is that
I
what
was.
we're talking
Is anybody else got anything to say before we do leave and get out of here?
If Nikki Cross needs a friend, I'm available. I give great hugs.
Oh, well, there you go.
What happened to Asuka?
I still like Asuka.
She's just not on
Nice.
TV
Not
anymore.
There's room for more. I got you.
What about hey, what's your thoughts on Kairi Sane? Is she above Oscar or below Oscar?
She's below, but she can be on any position she wants if
Okay.
she wants to join in.
Well, there it
Don't
is.
forget the Io Shirai.
I see what you did there.
It has a sex thing. Io Shirai has gone evil, which means all black leather. It's very good.
Oh, that's nice.
That is true.
Yeah.
We got another. Yeah, on top of all those shows we just talked about, I kind of forgot about goddamn NXT too. So there's just so goddamn much. Okay, well we'll figure it out somewhere. I'll figure out a time to watch it at some point. But
And what do you mean NXT? They're not until SummerSlam.
well, I mean each week they still have shows each week though.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, but okay.
Well, I mean, it's more than AEW has.
Oh,
At the moment, it's hey, we can't make fun of AEW because they don't have their show yet. Now, once they get their show,
That's
and if it's
stupid.
bad,
yeah, we can.
No, what? No, that's stupid. That's what the problem is with. I mean, that's why I don't care about Fighter Fest or Fury for the Fallen.
yes,
So, yeah, people were complaining that SmackDown is going to be on Fox the same time the AEW debuts. It's called TV seasons, idiots. They're not at war for that part. That's the networks.
Yeah, that's how TV.
Take
worked
your
for, like,
fights out of this
50 years.
idiocy and stop being dumb. That goes
yeah,
for both
and,
sides.
and we still don't know what day AEW show is going to be on too.
I've heard the rumor is Tuesday night Dynamite.
That makes sense. Wait, that's the name of the show.
No, I thought it was going to be Wednesday night.
What?
Maybe,
I heard
sure.
Wednesday. I thought I heard.
I
Wednesday.
heard when. Well, the thing is that they did trademark Tuesday night, but they also trademarked Wednesday night.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, they
but yeah,
trademarked,
Dynamite.
okay.
Dynamite, because Nitro Dynamite. Get it?
Yes, Dynamite. Yes,
Well,
100%. I heard.
Boom.
It rhymes with night, so that's good. But that's about it.
Sounds very 90s.
Yeah.
It literally sounds like a like the WWF that you enjoy.
It sounds like AEW didn't have a say in the name, and the company picked that name. That's what it sounds
Can't
like.
wait to see.
It's fucking
Undertaker
Turner, and they're
with-
using this broadcast background of all fire from Nitro.
Yeah.
Undertaker on Sunday is gonna throw a big boot. And he's gonna bounce off the ropes.
Yes,
Roman
he will.
Reigns is gonna dip him.
Spear.
They're gonna No, they're not fighting each other. They're going to do like a tag team spear move.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is. All right. Well, guys, for real, I'm ending this. You can keep talking if you want, but I'm going to stop the recording. So, all right, guys.
Undertaker's going to do like a shooting star press.
In 2 weeks, we will see you guys. Hopefully, you enjoy the shows this weekend. Goodbye, everyone.
Die, Dory, die.